Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I hope you're good. I hope you're well. Back with another edition of Tottenham on Tour's Three Questions, and I am joined by none other than Marlon from Spurs King TV. How are you, my brother?
I'm good, Brian. I'm good. As you know what, second appearance now, so I'm happy.
Well, mate, we're going to get that hat trick, and we've been saying back end we need to do some more stuff together, so we'll do that. But as the title says, got three questions for you, and here we go with the first one. Why/when did you become Levy Out?
For me, it was always personal, and when I say personal, I say it was when Martin was sacked at halftime, and the reason why I was straight Levy Out because I saw the potential that he wanted to build. It was the human nature of sacking somebody at halftime and bringing the club's name, right? And then what people say, you want to protect the club, but bringing the club's name we are known as the only team to sack a manager at halftime. And in my world, that's not football. That's ego. And I just saw what was going to go on for I saw the potential, what was going to go on for the next few years with Daniel Levy. Now, I'm not going to sit there and say he did put his money where his mouth is. He's always, at that time, he was doing everything to move the club forward. But I just couldn't get over the Martin. I fell in love with Martin. And unfortunately for me, I always look at it like this. My personal affection for Martin should not have taken over how I felt about Levy at the time. But anyway, I saw that and I was like, I don't like this man. I don't care what he does. It could be the most successful time for us. But that was the time I was like, I don't want this man running our club. I'd rather someone else did it. And they could have done half of what he's done. But I would have been like, once you bring the club's name like that, you know what the future's going to lie. And actually, most of the time, I thought he couldn't outdo himself, but he did.
Oh, that's all, because there will be more where he outdoes himself. You're the same as me, Marlon. You're the same as me completely. Second question, big one. Why is it important to attend the protest if you can get there? And as I've said in all these videos, remember, people, if you don't have a ticket, but you can get there, you can play a vital part in the march, add in the numbers, and then the game's televised, so you won't miss a kick. Go to any of the incredible pubs. My personal recommendation, the Coach and Horses, the best pub in Tottenham. But Marlon, for you, why is it important for people to get to the protest if they can get there?
It puts a bad media spotlight on Levy as a whole and ENIC. They've been here 20 odd years, and a lot of people are not so savvy to it. They sit there and go, it can't be all their fault. It's not. But at the end of the day, if we want to see change, it's not even about getting them out. If we want to see change, they need to see numbers. They need to see that negative press against them. And at the present moment, they're making money. They're making as much money as they can. And it's brilliant. I'm not going to say it's not. But at the end of the day, if anyone can get there, it's us as a whole, as a fan base going, we want to see something different. We're not been happy. Do you know what? Since Poch left, I'm going to take it from there. Since Poch left, if anyone can sit there and say they've had a happy moment supporting Spurs since Poch left, I bet you there's barely anybody would say anything on that pitch that's made them happy. And I think that's the now important part. You've got to a point where the ownership, the club has outgrown the ownership, and I think that's what's most important. And you can see that they're still trying to think as if they're as they are, if they're still at White Hart Lane. It's not White Hart Lane anymore. They've created this beast. They now need to adjust. And I think that's what the biggest issue right now. They're not adjusting to the nature of what's going on with this club. And I get it. I get that the off the pitch stuff is always going to be brilliant. It's going to be the right thing. But at the end of the day, it's the football. And the football will always become the most important part of this. And that's what we want to see that's why we want to see the change. And a lot of, if you like the situation we're in, and we like the fact that we're 14th, and you like the stadium, and you like being in there, and that's what you want to do, that's you. I'm not sitting there saying you might not want the change, but but at the end of the day, if that's what your premium price is paying for, and you've got time, as I say, to waste it and waste that money, because that's what it is. You're not getting premium product at the moment, especially at the present moment. You're not getting premium product. It's down to you. I'm not going to sit there and go, you should go and you should this, because you might be happy with the situation. But if you're not, this is your chance to have a voice with everybody else. It doesn't mean that you and the person you don't like, are going to get along. It's just that you both want the end goal and you want something different to what's happening right now.
Absolutely incredible answer. And the final one, buddy. What does change at Tottenham look like for you? Jay asked me to put this question in, so I was happy to do so. Obviously, people like myself, it's the removal entirely of ENIC. I was about to say, you can say that, of Levy and ENIC. That will be the ultimate goal. But what does change for Spurs look like for you?
For me, in a nutshell, look, I always said, and I've always been different to others, I said I wouldn't want to see the removal of ENIC, because actually, when it comes to financially supporting what the club wants to do, they will do it. I'm not going to sit there and say they haven't done it. For me, it's the removal of Daniel Levy. And why I'm saying it's the removal of Daniel Levy as chairman is because he's in a job. He's a CEO. I get he's got part ownership. I get all that. But remove him. Because if you remove him and you actually get someone else in, another CEO, right? You look at McDonald's, you look at the big companies, they don't have this long-serving CEO. You need something to look different and you need to change the culture. You think when McDonald's was Ronald McDonald and then they went to I'm loving it, they've changed their slogan, they changed the mentality, they move with the times. And I think that's what the biggest issue right now with Tottenham Hotspur. We haven't moved with the times. And for me, for change for Tottenham would be Daniel Levy being removed and us getting someone else new in. Now, my point behind that is if everyone who is leaving and goes, he's great, you don't know who the next man could be. My thing is, I don't care who the next man is. I just want to see something. If he ends up taking us down to 16th and he can't do it, then there's a recycling of what you can do. It's a job role. It's not a case of a new ownership. ENIC is still going to be there, and if he's done that much of a good job, the next person will be able to benefit of what ENIC have done. If they've done that much of a good job financially that we're never going to be in trouble when we're set up for the future, the next man can come in, he can try, and in 5 years, and you just keep recycling that chairman you always change that mentality, because every big company does it. But Spurs at the moment, I believe we have the longest serving chairman in most industries. I don't know anybody who's been longer than Levy.
Well, let's hope that changes, brother. But Marlon, brother, at Spurs King TV, go check that out. Marlon, it's been an absolute pleasure, and look forward to more stuff with me or Tottenham and Tour and Spurs Kings TV. It's a great channel. Go give it a like and a follow. Subscribe. I'm not talking Twitter. But guys, all I can say is have a great day, whatever you're doing. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, Levy out.